Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only host NIcklauz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host NIcklauz, and I am here to talk about on April 5th, a very intriguing matchup in a 147 pounds welterweight division between two highly ranked fighters, one ranked number 9 by the WBA and the other one ranked number 7 as well by the WBA. NIcklauz Flaz, ladies and gentlemen, is back on April 5th on ProBoxTV once again as he takes on two-time Olympian from Venezuela, Gabriel Maestre. It's a very solid matchup. The winner is on the cusp of a world title shot at that doorstep once they win. Very interesting fight. And NIcklauz Flaz, before I get into the fight itself, NIcklauz Flaz, I want to talk about him because he has become one of the most interesting fighters to talk about in all of boxing right now and in Puerto Rican boxing right now. NIcklauz Flaz, I talked about him many times on my channel. Anytime I talked about him and about his fights, I always say he went from just being an opponent to a serious comer, a contender, a potential world champion. NIcklauz Flaz coming off after suffering two defeats in his career, the latest by stoppage in the first round to Boca Chica. A guy that's not known for his punching power, but was able to get Flaz out of there in the first round. And Flaz is known to have a pretty sturdy chin. And Flaz is 5-0 since that loss, and it's just not 5-0 against tomato cans and taxi drivers, Uber drivers, however you guys like to call these fighters that are jokes. No, NIcklauz Flaz have really climbed back up the real way, the hard way, no handouts. He's really turned his career around, defeating impressive fighters. Brian Ceballo was undefeated coming in. He was from New York, Puerto Rican, from New York, and it was a show on ProBoxTV in Puerto Rico. And Flaz was just there as an opponent for Ceballo, who's 13-0 coming in. Flaz was coming in with 2 losses, one by knockout in the first round. In his last fight, coming into that fight, and Flaz got the decision. And Flaz followed that up with a much more impressive victory over Jahi Tucker, who is one of Top Rank's highly touted prospects / contenders right now, who's been looking impressive lately. Once again, he's always been an impressive fighter, but he's had some performances that were a bit flat, and now he's back looking good once again. Like in his last fight, he looked pretty good. So NIcklauz Flaz defeated Jahi Tucker in what was a big upset because Flaz was just there as an opponent once again. And I didn't take that fight serious because, yes, I knew Flaz was fighting Jahi Tucker, but then again, it's like I was expecting Jahi Tucker to beat him. No problem, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and Flaz was announced the winner by decision, and I'm like, what? So that surprised me, and wow, okay. Flaz has back-to-back now, has defeated 2 undefeated fighters in their prime that were on the rise to contender status. So now here comes Flaz following things up with a much more impressive win against a battle-tested fighter in Luque Santamaria, who has fought both Ramos brothers, Jesus and Abel. Luque has defeated Abel, but lost a decision to Jesus Ramos, and he has a pretty good record. Besides fighting both Ramos brothers. So Flaz was able to stop Luque Santamaria with his relentless body attack, excellent counterpunching, dropped Luque Santamaria with a counter right hand shot to the chin that Luque did not see, buckled his legs, buckled his knees, and he was able to stop Luque Santamaria in impressive fashion. Another yet impressive performance, and then Flaz followed that up with two more impressive victories by stoppage on ProBoxTV. So ProBoxTV has become the stomping grounds for NIcklauz Flaz as of late. De Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, ladies and gentlemen. 5-0 since his last loss, and he's been impressive in every single one of those fights that Flaz has had. He's turned in tremendous performances, excellent performances, performances that you want to see a fighter on the rise do. Impress, impress, impress. Flaz is very exciting. He's aggressive. He has excellent punching power. Not the hardest, but Flaz is not known for his punching power. Flaz breaks you down with his pressure, his relentless body attack, his excellent counter-punching skills. He likes to mix it up. He has a pretty good chin. He's very exciting to watch. So here he's now fighting Gabriel Maestre, who's a two-time Olympian, who's got some skills, good power. He's 38 years old, but don't let that 38 fool you. He started his professional boxing career pretty late because he has a very extended, deep amateur background. Like I said, two-time Olympian. He represented Venezuela in 2012. He represented Venezuela in 2016, in the 2012-2016 Olympics. So Maestre has a very deep amateur background. That's why he only has 6-7 professional fights. And at 38, because he started late. So he's defeated Diego Gabriel Chavez, who's a veteran from Argentina, who's been around the block. Michael Fox, who we've seen him on Showbox back in the day against Shogun Ergashev. He's defeated multiple-time world champion and veteran Devin the Great Alexander, and also Trayvon Marshall, who was in that fight. Maestre defeated Trayvon Marshall. The fight was in Maryland, and Marshall was from Maryland, undefeated coming in. So it was like a homecoming fight for Marshall, and Maestre went in there and spoiled the party and knocked him out. Then in his last fight, he fought Ileana Stanionis. And what was a tremendous fight, very spirited effort, even though Stanionis was able to defeat him and retain his championship. Now here it is now, he's taking on NIcklauz Flaz, who is one of the best Puerto Rican fighters right now, on the rise to stardom, to championship status. Who's fun to watch, excellent power, excellent counter-punching, excellent aggression. And Gabriel Maestre, who's a very technical fighter, good power, a lot of ring generalship, a lot of amateur experience. So this is a tremendous fight. Flaz have made a believer out of me. He's to be taken serious for some time now, and this is going to be one heck of a fight, man. These two guys are going to go in there, show their stuff. Very high level chess match. A lot of skills, a lot of will is going to be shown in this fight. You know how Flaz does it. He comes to fight, throws punches, a lot of counter punching. One of my favorite things that Flaz loves to do is to counter punch every time you're on the offense. So when you're on the offense, here comes Flaz moving away and counter punching you to the body, to the head. So he's always doing something, But it's going to be an interesting fight because Flaz is going to bring the heat, and Maestre is going to be boxing off his back foot and looking for counters as well. Like I said, Maestre is a very good fighter. A lot of amateur experience, very technical. So it's an interesting fight. Flaz is ready for this, definitely. And of course, we all know Maestre is ready for this. He's already fought for a world title. He's a two-time Olympian. He knows his stuff. So it's going to be a tremendous fight. This fight will definitely show the boxing world that NIcklauz Flaz is for real and he's ready for a world title shot. Of course, if he gets past Maestre, then he will have earned his title shot, definitely. And Maestre, of course, vice versa, if he defeats NIcklauz Flaz, then he gets his title shot sometime in the near future. But it's NIcklauz Flaz versus Gabriel Maestre on April 5th on ProBoxTV, the main event, in what should be a tremendous battle. And I can't wait for it. It's going to be a fun fight to watch. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Austin Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.